Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
They're on 27-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Dotson, the man in motion. Once again, it's Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That one caught by Smith. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Man in motion is Smith. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. This defense all over this when they get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
At the 23-yard line.
Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Murray now going to throw to open. He connects with Jordan Addison. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle and what hopefully starts.
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller. He gets in for an important sack, number 133 on his career, moving him past the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished with 132 and a half. Now Murray on 3rd and long. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the gun, it's Murray. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. He can pick it up on 3rd down. Murray going to look to do it himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Riker good for the extra point. The Vikings go away to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. We'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is the Pro Bowl corner, Byron Murphy.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Murray now off the bootleg. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Well, cover of the sideline, and it's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
There's an argument to be made, Mike, that across the league, some of the best cover guys on the field play free safety. They're handling a lot of assignments. They're handling a lot of different coverages. But it's their ability to be the best communicators, put out some fires, get guys lined up in the right spot. And no matter whatever coverage they're in, they're always a huge threat to pick you off.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
At the 40-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ace!
Murray now to throw on first down. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. This one intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Silver.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Great, set.
Dotson, the man in motion. That is caught. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Now here's Aaron Jones. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Loose inside the 30. And he'll be taken down. A big play for Minnesota. A gain of 66 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Move. Hey, Larry. Big ace. Throw it.
Mason will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack. And it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchdown. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Great, set. And let's go. Hey, 73.
On 1st down, it's Hurts.
Initially, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Redmond in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. So the Eagles use their first timeout here. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the Eagles first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Donald.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. To the air again. Hurts. To the right side. Caught by Goddard.
Dallas Goddard. He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A gain of 7. It's second and
Look
8.
him up on a second down and 8. That's Goddard in motion. Again, Hurts. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Byron Murphy.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allowing him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of
16-second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
43-yard line.
That's one.
First down throw for Murray. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
From the other side of midfield.
17.
One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. He'll run. This is Mason. He'll take this forward for about a yard to pass. Andrew Makuba from the safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
2-2. Hey, come back.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Jones. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Throw here down the field. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Green. Omaha.
From the gun, it's Murray. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the
They
Vikings
get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Now Murray. As he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyway. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Murray. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
The kick is good.
Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that. And he finds the space to get to the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grasp and a 1st down.
23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Bryant. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts will try it again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a second down. Hurts again. That's taken in right side by Goedert. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times,
he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. A run. And here's Mason. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. There's Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. Up the middle they go. And he's not going to get away. We're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
this play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Second down, Murray. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. It's a design run for Murray. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Give him underneath here for Jones. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Vikings.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, Joe Burrow's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Now Murray. And he's into the end zone yet again. Murray. Touchdown, Minnesota. After this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So now playing with the lead. After that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll start on the ground with Barkley.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Hunt snap on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Murray now on 2nd down. The right side, and Kurt's got it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Minnesota.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Who you got?
That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout run. Christian Kirk, touchdown, Vikings. Reichert, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Bayless Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out to the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. from the gun. Here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. It's very quick. First down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 32.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side. Caught by Goddard. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. Here's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
To throw, Hurts. They'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there.
That's another
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. On first down, it's Hurts. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
A 1-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as he'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Hey, Ace!
Now Murray on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll bring up second down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
On third down, Murray out to his right. He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
We just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a 1-score game. A little more breathing room now. Riker had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way around.
And they'll take this down inside 35. 15 more on that connection. You're making it look easy. That's another first down. Now Hurts. Could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Theo Jackson. And the Vikings are right back in this one.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. It's swung out to Mason. And he'll be marked down for a 45-yard line. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Now the Eagles use the last of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
The Eagles' 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be swung by Jones. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. The mark is at 29. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.